Alright, good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to more Slay the Spire. Hey, Steam, can you stop doing that annoying bug where I want to launch my game and then you tell me it's been running actually all night? It has not, and that's a blatant lie. Last time we, I think we won, right? Oh yeah, we hella won, dude. Yeah, we did the Ironclad, so we gotta do the Silent here, and, you know, let's do a daily instead, because Silent is actually my... Alright, so I guess we'll do the daily with the Silent here that rolls over in 13 minutes. Okay, maybe not. Let's just do a regular Silent run, because let's get some yings and yangs in here. I don't even think that's the right way to phrase it, but let's just get some focused videos on here, maybe a little bit of unfocused video, because I got things to ramble about today. And yes, it's a very important topic. We'll try not to do political here. It's clearly going to be about very important things, and the big one is going to be about hot dogs. Upgrade a card. Yeah! Upgrade neutralize. And so, I mean, you think I'm joking, it's like, were you talking about hot dogs? I got a bone to pick. And this is a very relevant topic. And of course I do pick my topics accordingly, because there's very intense debate about these things in the state of Congress and all that jazz. But what's people's deals with hot dogs, alright? And you know, I'm namely dealing in the sphere of reality that I deal with every day with my coworkers and or people I run into. I understand the hate for hot dogs. It's like, hey, you know, I don't like hot dogs. And this is pretty much the entire bit here, I guess, when it comes to it. It's just a food to me, right? It's a bunch of garbled meat. I understand it, you know, potentially might be just, or is, the remains of animals we don't care about. And for some reason, people feel the need, and I'm not saying someone ragged on me today for having some hot dogs at work, because they were free, but saying someone might have been criticizing me, like, why would you eat a hot dog? It's like, why wouldn't you eat a hot dog? It's just meat. People got this thing going on about them. I do like poison, by the way. Again, it's like, it's a very, very meaningful conversation we're having here. It's like, hot dog, that's just like the waste products. Like, why would you ever eat that? Well, you know, when I had hot dogs one time, I ended up in the hospital. It's like, I feel for you, I really do. But maybe, like, you didn't cook it long enough, is a thought. If anyone's gonna give me this, you know, monologue on about foods I eat, because it's like, you know, essentially waste remains from an animal, where it's like, it's basically garbage. Hey, hello, like, have you ever eaten a fast food anything to start with? And let me tell you, office workers love their fast food because we don't got time to cook. You're putting something in your body that ultimately ain't the best for you. It's fine, it passes like FDA, you know, administrations, which maybe that's where the real political piece gets in, whether or not that's actually true or not, but that's not the point. I'm talking about the hot dogs today. You're gonna rag on hot dogs. You got plenty of other things you're eating out there, GMO foods. I don't even know what that acronym means, so I probably should do some research before I ramble on here. But I'm just saying, half the stuff you eat out there, yeah. Okay, this is a little unworth it. Half the stuff you eat out there, it's probably bad for you anyway. I mean, hell, like, think about it, like toothpaste, for example. It's like, hey, yeah, you know what's in toothpaste? You probably don't want to know. Just brush your teeth and deal with it, alright? Let me eat my hot dogs in peace. I mean, that's pretty much the long and short of it. For the most part. You die from this, and you just die. Outside of the whole hot dog debacle, it was a normal day. And did someone really, like, heckle me over this? No, but, like, I just have this thing where it's like, you know, if someone's talking about a topic that they might seem knowledgeable on, but in reality might not be that knowledgeable about, it's like, I'm not sitting here, like, trying to defend freaking, like, you know, Oscar Mayer or anything. I don't think they really need my help to begin with, but it's like, what are you on about right now? It's just a food item. Again, you know, I've already been on my pieces about, like, you know, tipping, or, like, you know, whenever my friends tell me, it's like, hey, what are you eating? It's like, well, this is not healthy. It's like, well, okay. To each their own, basically. But come on, it's just a hot dog. I just love hot dogs. Also, today at work, we had a bunch of free hot dogs. Cooked in a crock pot, by the way, which was quite delicious. For me, at least. I don't know about some people. Again, this is just more of a bit. No one was really offended or upset or anything like this over this. And if that's the case, like, I think we got bigger things to worry about, like, you know, the clients blaring in our ears here today about how much they hate us for ruining their lives, etc., etc., etc. For me, though, today, not the case. Had a lovely, wonderful bunch of calls. A lot of good times today, just talking with other custodians, and things of that nature for their custodial financial institutions, yada, 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 ambiguous, you know? Ambiguous, like, custodian work. I'm basically saying you'll never know where I work, and I hopefully keep that promise, because I would like to keep it anonymous as long as possible. And again, I think I've mentioned why. It's not really, it's like, Oh no, it's like, more so I just am a private person. If someone ultimately finds out, then, you know, I don't really say anything really demeaning to anyone or offensive in any regard, and nor my work probably care. Like, for instance, now with our last Chuck Tingle escapade, I actually, and you know, I sort of regret mentioning this to one of my coworkers. I was like, just trying to, like, you know, start a bit with him there. I'm like, hey, you know, have you ever heard of the, you know, we were talking about books pretty much. I'm like, you ever heard of someone named Chuck Tingle? He's like, what's that? I'm like, oh. And then some of my coworkers over the side are like, well, you guys are like huddling down all there. What are you guys talking about? There's something juicy? I'm like, no. And he's like, yeah. Tim's telling me about this Chuck Tingle person. Who's that? I'm like, oh, fuck. Before you know it, half my pod's talking about Chuck Tingle, and then I gotta be the one that answers for it. I'm like, eh. And ultimately, it's like, I'm not, like, getting scolded for talking about gay erotica, right? Like, we have plenty of, like, coworkers and our associates in there that, you know, they like men. And a lot of them are good friends. They all got a laugh out of it. So, like, ultimately, no one was offended. Although I was fairly embarrassed to, you know, have people, you know, parading around on their phone with a picture of a, you know, picture of a guy in a butt and saying, I'm in love with my butt that pounded my butt book sort of deal thing. It's like, yeah, well, this is hilarious and all, but like, let's get back to work. Because in reality, I don't know if HR ever got a whiff of that sort of thing. They'd be like, Tim, what have you done? What is this? It's like, we're pretty lax. It's just embarrassing, if anything. What is my theme right now, by the way? The theme is have a good time today. But the goal is to, of course, win. I want to do a poison deck. I can't make Masterful Stab work right now. Not in this lifetime. I don't want any of this. Get out of here. Yeah, hot dogs, man. And of course, like, why am I so passionate about hot dogs? Well, obviously, I don't think they're the greatest food in the world. I honestly think they're also kind of garbage. Right? You know, it's free. It's just a meat snack. You eat it. Like, I ain't gonna complain on what's in it. You know, unless it's something that's truly, it's not like the hot dog's made of carcinogens, right? It's made out of animal remains, the meaty parts. I'll eat it. It is ultimately a garbage food. Is it a joke food? No, I think it's a fairly serious food. And you know, there's a topic of joke foods there, and that's a bit like I'll outright say I'm totally not stealing this from any other show out there. Perhaps you heard of this conversation. But a joke food is per se something like, in my opinion, would you bring this food to like a business meeting? Yay or nay? It's like, hot dogs, would you bring that to a business meeting? Probably not. No. But then it sort of defines, like, is joke food only, like, strictly a business-related thing? Not entirely. Also, this guy's gonna hit me for, like, a lot. I can mitigate that. I mean, that's, like, still a lot. What is that, like 9? Yeah. It's less, but it's not that. But joke food ultimately is, like, in my definition here, you find your own definition. And again, this was absolutely ripped off of someone's stream. But I think it's a funny topic because the debate you can get in with your own friends, coworkers, family members about meaningful topics such as this. Can you bring X food to a business meeting and look professional, or will you look like a child if you brought this here? Hot dogs. Yeah, you're gonna look like a child. You're like bringing some Wiener Schnitzel in there. Not the food to bring. Pizza is not a joke food. And what you're thinking is like, oh, it's like a children's food. You're thinking Domino's, you're thinking Little Caesars. No, when you go pizza, you got high end. You can get some nice fancy pizzas out there for quite the pretty penny. Definitely a good business food. Or not a joke food just for that reason. Also, I'm trying to think of like any of these things I want here. Like the deck's kind of just like okay, it's not outstanding. I really just want more poison, really. I want to do a poison deck against Hexabud. It's definitely my preferred option. I'll take Deep Breath in that case. And let's thin. I do like the thin deck. This helps towards the poison, and this also helps for the poison. It's just to get through the first fight here is the big gist. Yeah, joke food. Pizza, not joke food. You can get some bomb-ass expensive pizza in Vegas here, for example. Like, you can get a Gordon Ramsay pizza, probably. I don't know. I've never really been to any of his places here. It's a little bit too bougie for me. Although, if I get, like, you know, a free pass or something, hey, Gordon, hit me up. Pizza. Absolutely, it's not a joke food. You can get some high-quality shiznit right there. It's fine by me. Also, I healed to a higher HP threshold in this guy. He's only hitting me for, wait, 1 times 6. His opener is supposed to devastate me, I thought. What's going on? Oh! That's lovely. That's just outstanding. When you're only hitting for me 6, I'll just do some extra damage here, and we'll toss the poison on there. Why not? Burgers, not a joke food. Again, you know, there's a scale there. Certain fast food items go from the spectrum of, like, is this a joke food to is this actually a serious food? And it truly ranges, because, again, you got a McDonald's or a Burger King, Jack in the Box, Probably a joke food if you bring it there. Although, you know, it sort of ranges there because, again, business professionals, and I'm not calling myself that in the slightest. But it's like, you know, in a rush, grab the McDonald's. Hey, someone's going to be like, hey, thanks for bringing that to the board meeting there, Tim Tam. Appreciate it. Although, if you're meeting with your CEO, you ain't going to bring no McDonald's. You're going to get a Gordon Ramsay Heart Attack Grill quality burger. At my workplace, we're a bunch of foodies, right? So, little insight there on what that means is like we love to eat. Like I said, we had a potluck recently, and there's still tons of leftover food that I'm gouging on. You're hitting me for nothing again, so like I don't fear you or your... Oh my lord, what a good grab there. Or your 2 damage. Yeah. Pancakes, absolutely a joke food. And okay, it's like, that's a different piece. It's like, obviously you wouldn't be bringing a lot of breakfast foods to a meeting. But you know, you can also scale the idea of joke foods. I mean, this is sort of what I want. Glass knife is just good always, in my opinion, but... Okay, so keep in mind your goal here, right? You want... A thin deck's good, but extra energy would help. And Choker's it's not bad for what you're doing, really. Actually, yeah, let's take Choker and let's just focus on keeping it thin to poison. Joke foods do not need to strictly be business related. And again, my definition. You find your own. If you and your friends... family discuss your own rules there, you go about it that way. But in my opinion, if your meal consists of just like largely just a crap ton of sugar, I'd say it's a joke food. All right, it's like a childish meal. It's like, yeah, you know, hey, I'm having just like a bunch of pancakes and maple syrup on there. It's like, hey, like it's just a bunch of carbs and sweets. Doesn't mean you're not an adult for enjoying that, by all means. It's just I ain't gonna take you seriously. But if you're having like, you know, an omelet, that's not a joke food. Omelet is professional in my eyes. You have a nice little omelet, you're like, yeah, alright, I see you there. You're having a nice protein-enhanced meal there, and a lot of good nutrients in there, probably a bit high in cholesterol, but who cares about the cholesterol, right? As long as you're moderating that in your own means. And honestly, I don't even know what cholesterol actually does to your health. I'm not a health professional. And fuck, I eat like 6 eggs at a time sometimes with rice, okay? I was scolded once by some colleagues. My colleagues, I mean friends in this case. Just eating like 8 eggs raw with like a little bit of salt. And to my defense, what the hell is that? Add 3 random skills to your drop. Okay, that sounds like fun. We'll look to buy it, but you ain't got no money. No fucking money. Another deep breath. Yo, give me a sundial with this deck. I'll be a happy lad. What was I saying? Yeah, I eat my eggs with rice, as always. And you should, because like, rice is good. Oh, and 1 block gets us what we need here. Oh, those are skills, so choppity chop, boyos. Let's go. Hit him. Reduce the armor twice. Hit him. So yeah, omelet, not a joke. And we're in the realm of breakfast foods right now, alright? Again, your opinions and results may vary here depending on who you speak to. God, I played that terribly. I mean, actually, I couldn't do anything. I played it fine. Oh, you do the skills first, you dingus. I'm trying to think what else is there as far as breakfast food. Bowl of cereal, in most cases, probably a joke food, although it depends on what you're eating. Eating Raisin Bran, not a joke food. I respect that. Eating Lucky Charms? Well, first off, if you're gonna have a sugary cereal, why are you going for Lucky Charms, right? Go for something tastier. Lucky Charms marshmallows just taste like ass to me. And most of the time, like, you know, if you pour the milk and the marshmallows in there with like the cereal bits, the marshmallows end up sticking to your teeth half the time, or they get hard as a rock. And maybe I'm just buying bad Lucky Charms as a child, but that's been my experience there. Cloak and Dagger is actually really good when we get Envenom out there, and it is something we do want to upgrade. I do want to upgrade Envenom itself, but Cloak and Dagger, we do want some of those. But yeah, if you're gonna have a cereal and you're gonna get yourself labeled eating joke foods, go for something, you know, sugary that's good. Like, if you're gonna go there, go all out. Eat some Reese's Puffs, which is actually like the, what's the word? Like the pinnacle of sugary cereal joke foods. But just go all out, dude. Don't even be ashamed. Like, if you think I'm shaming you right now, I'm not. You eat that sugary cereal, but if you're gonna eat sugary cereal, go all out. Don't eat Cookie Crisp though, because that's just whack, man. Like, Cookie Crisp is just whack. And you're much better off not having it. Man, this is like the better block here, and I can't do anything else, so middle finger to Snecko here for actually ruining the run a little bit right now. Hitcha. This applies poison and does a little more damage. Yeah. Yeah, cereal, joke food. A piece of toast. Very simple, very humble. It's like, yeah, it's just a piece of toast, nothing else to it. Exactly. Why it's not a joke food. And again, this bit can go on forever, which is pretty much why I love it so much, because you can go on odds and ends with this one. But yeah. And honestly, my opinion on the breakfast is, like, I haven't eaten like a legit breakfast in a long ass time. I don't count the coffee or the free stuff I get at work at breakfast. I haven't prepared a breakfast meal for myself in a while. Could I make Sneaky Strike work? I think I could, right? I think I can, but I don't think I care. So we'll move on from that. Hey, remove a card from your deck. Basic ass strike, get your basic ass out of here. Upgrade that Envenom, Cloak and Dagger. Envenom costing 2 right now with the extra energy, it's not a big deal. Oh, and hell yes, son, we're fighting an elite. Give me some relics. I would like to have fought the Book of Stabbing, but these guys are fine as well, I guess. We'll hit you. Play this because it gives us 2 shivs that allows us to... That's not bad, it's just like really annoying when I draw that later. And I mean like really fucking annoying. This damage also like outrageous, so we're just gonna say nay to that and get a good bit of poison in on him ourselves. Yeah, something like that. And you know what? If we don't have to take damage, we won't. Backflip. Good. Good enough. Yeah. And that probably is the extent of my banter today. Oh yeah, also, I mentioned how in Las Vegas, when it rains, it pours, essentially. And not really. I mean, by pours, I mean people freaking pour their brains out like a, you know, leaking gallon drum like that scene in Holes or something. I don't know, I haven't seen Holes in a few years. But pretty much it was raining on the way home, and sure enough, everyone lost their goddamn mind, and I nearly died like on multiple occasions today, so thanks Vegas. Stay good out there. It's just water, you'll be okay, but should have blocked. Yeah, I should have blocked there. Sorry, I was getting too into what happened today while I was driving home. And I'm not even joking, like if you ever come out here, it's like liquid falls in the sky and everyone like legit loses their mind. Please. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. It's even worse when people are in the rain, because then they actually feel like they're a chocolate bar melting out there. It's like, oh, panic! You're fine, guys. Vegas is a weird place. From like, you know, okay, man, I was gonna say school systems, but that actually gets in its own little bit. Yeah, if we're being honest, not the best school systems. I think we're ranked pretty low in like just the overall category of everything in the world, so... Yeah, not good. Not good on that front. I won't defend ourselves there. It's true. Could it be worse? Yeah, because I don't think we're the worst, right? Worst school systems in the U.S. And actually just Googling worst school, and I get some pretty sad topics there. But, top 10 worst cities by parenting.com for education in America. Number 1 is Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay. So we actually are the worst, apparently, according to this website, right? But, like, not that bad, right? Hang on, I need a different source here, because, like, you're going against, like, the entire spiel is going to go on here. 2017's worst and best state school system. It's alright. Alright. So quality rank, Massachusetts, you're up there. And you know what? I've had friends that moved out there, went to school there. They hated it as a kid, because it's, like, legit harder than college. But who's rank 50? Who's rank 50 now? And I'm just doing this so I can cover my ass for last year. Louisiana. Sorry, no offense. And New Mexico? That's a surprise. I've been to New Mexico for a visit as well. It was a nice area, so... where's Nevada? 40. We're still up there, alright? I ain't trying to pin this on anyone else. It's pretty bad. Now I'm just curious. World School Systems 2018... By Wall Street. The Wall Street Journal would not lie to me, and please don't play this video. To the states with the best and worst. Okay, Massachusetts is still up there. Apparently, if you live out there, you're just, you know, big brains. Just take me to the last page, please. Don't say it's Las Vegas. Please. You'll embarrass me. I don't care about these stats. Idaho, Mississippi, New Mexico. Anyways, despite being the worst school system in the country, apparently, I came out okay, right? I mean, it's like a lot of blood, sweat, tears, lots of tears. Doesn't matter against this guy. Just lots of tears going through college. Okay, yeah, you got me. It's pretty bad. Was there like an overall point to any of that? No, not really, but like... yeah, it's bad. Like my high school going through it, I got a lot of good teachers, so, you know, I think my, I don't know, thank my insert, you know, figure you worship here. I don't really worship anything. I'm sort of neutral on that whole front. And again, that's a piece I don't want to get into. Panic button. Oh, and that's hilarious. Look at that art. That is actually perfect, because it is against frickin' People's Champion. You see execute in the frickin' background, this Kamehameha wave attack. That's adorable. I like it. And I just realized I probably shouldn't take Cloak and Dagger if I have Choker. Duh. So let's bail off on that idea here. Would a dodge roll be a good idea? I think we just need... oh, more attacks are fine. Okay. I don't see anything I want, so I'm just going to keep thinning out the deck. And as I say, more attacks, I get rid of more of my strikes. We have plenty of other good hitters here. I like Greymon's thinking of a thinner deck. This is not a thin deck by any means, but it is a thinner deck. And I do want to get this out there first. And I do want to do this purely because I can get the proc there is what I was going for. And he's going to die in like a few turns, so we don't have to worry about him, ideally. And no one's hurting us at all, so we don't have to worry about anything, really. That's good. I'm a little disappointed my spiel on school systems kind of came back to bite me in the ass. I mean, I kind of had this inkling. I just didn't think we were actually that bad, but... still, I love my city, and it just like, that's a topic when you hear someone say that. It's like, you really love Las Vegas? It's like, yeah. I've been here all my life at this point. For the most part, again, moving from Seychelles, it's a different experience, but also I don't remember any of it, so like, can't really have a big opinion. It's like, well, first off, first world country, third world country. I like the first world country a little bit more. You can probably imagine why. Because the education here is definitely probably infinitely better than what I could have gotten back there. But that's besides the point. It's also like, you know, things like... maybe, you know, it's sort of the situation of like, I wouldn't have experienced the internet if I had to live there the rest of my life, of course. But the fact that I didn't means I got to experience it. And I probably would be a completely different person if I didn't get to. Because, hey, I like my nice, expensive computer. It's something I treasure. Not to, like, an odd amount or odd way, really. It's just, like, I like video games, dude. I think that should be fairly obvious. Just do 15 damage to everyone. Like, video games are great. Back in my country, like, I remember I visited when I was in the 2nd grade. I made some friends there, largely because of the friends I made. They had... the outstanding technology of the gaming millennia there. That's right, they had a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Blue on it. And you can imagine what I did during that vacation trip is once I became good friends with them, I got them to let me borrow it, and pretty much my entire vacation was me, again, playing video games. I brought my Nintendo 64 out there, I remember that. I also left it out there because I figured my family could use it, and in reality, it's like, it was a nice gesture from a kid, but it's like, hey, it's like, they're not gonna... play with your Nintendo. Why'd you leave it there? My parents bought me another one. Yes, please. If you ever have children, or if you do have children, and you get them into gaming, and they're trying to be a nice person, getting rid of their console, give it to someone. No. I don't care who it is, if it is family or not. Don't let them do it. Because I'm sure my parents are pretty sad, or like upset actually, of having to rebuy me a whole console. Because you know, like I don't think I've explained it in enough detail, but if I haven't, parents didn't like buy me a lot of anything, games in particular, and I get it. Like at the time, you bring up the topic of video games to a lot of parents or teachers. Something it's like it's poison to the kids' minds. You can't let them play too many of it. It's gonna rot their brains. You cock. I forgot you guys do that. Yeah, and that's the other thing I needed to really help me out here. Tools of the trade. It's okay. Alchemize gave me another power potion. Caltrops. We're gonna eat it here, but I think it's worth it just to get my good power back. It hurts. And if we die, we'll do another run. Again, today I like doing regular runs, and like it's not in all serious like, hey, you gotta try super hard here. It's just like, hey, I'm having a good time rambling on about things that probably don't matter. It's nice. There's no stress of victory. These guys both die. I want it now. Oh, and I can get it now. Check it, check it. Boom. Big brain. Alright, and here comes the Kamehameha wave. So we need Piercing Whale to come back, or we need Leg Sweep to rotate up here. Fair bit of block coming up. I don't think it's worth the deep breath then, so let's get the poison on. And we need to hope we get it. If we don't, I think we die. The weakness helps a lot. So we're not going to play that in all likelihood. So weakness, 38, we're going to live. Very grateful to survive through the Kamehameha wave. Alright, and I mean, I guess in this case, we're just going to call this Kamehameha wave. This is the special beam cannon. We lived barely, but I still call that living. It's over the game. Yeah. What was I talking about? Video games. Yeah, don't let your kids give it away. Don't let them give away your consoles out of kind gesture. I was very, like I said, or maybe I haven't said it in enough detail. I don't want to say, oh, shit. 18. Oh, fuck, am I dead? I'm going to die. We're gonna live, okay. Growing up as a child, I was very, like... And, you know, a lot of this carries over to me today, thank you. I'm a very kind person, like, I'm all about just being nice. And as a kid, that definitely was, overly nice. I mean, to this day, people still say I might be overly nice, but, like... I'm not freaking giving away my lunch money because someone say they're gonna pay me back when they don't. Like, that, by the way, that also happened. And you're asking, how do you manage that? It's like, well, like I said, he said he was going to pay me back, and I'm like, yeah, I trust you. You're my friend. He used me, but pretty much the gist of that. And these days, I'm pretty nice as well, but it's like, I'm not saying, someone's like, hey, you know, lost my car, it's a damn shame. It's like, yeah, I'll give you some money to, you know, maybe help you get a rental or something. It's like, I'm not going to give you my goddamn car. Maybe a younger me would have, but not the adult me. Ergo, air quote, adult. Like, you know, you tell me if you think I'm adulting pretty good here. Yeah. And, you know, I think I've said it before. A little kindness, especially in, like, you know, the way the world is today, definitely goes a long way. My coworkers sort of disagree with me in that regard, especially when it comes to our clients. But, I mean, our clients, I'll be honest, they actually sometimes get to me to no end. Like, today, they get to me in, like, ways that are just, like, it's highly irrelevant, first off. It's like, what are you doing? Sort of moments. I don't get mad if someone's like stressed out because something's happening, and it's like, I get it. I'm stressed out for you as well. I want the best for you. Believe me. I'm not just like that's like, you know, filing my nails on the phone like freaking Monica or something. It's like, yeah, we'll help you out. It's like I genuinely care if something happens with your finances. I shouldn't be employed if I don't care, in my opinion. But that's a whole other debate in itself, I guess. And no one in my workplace is like that. Like, everyone genuinely cares. That's why it's definitely an interesting place to work as far as customer service, because the thought and effort put into it is, it's there. It's like, we care. Like, and I think it's a good way to keep good business if you actually show that you care. Maybe a few companies could learn from that, Bank of America. And you think I'm, like, you know, harping on Bank of America. No, I don't think anyone's out there defending the good old B of A right now. Or if ever. But, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, today. Bless their hearts. Customers are the way they are. I cannot change that. Don't let me get in a conversation with you about, you know, paying a fee. Because, okay, it's not even just about paying a fee. It's like, so a lot of people understand. It's like, hey, you know, to get a, what the hell? Reptomancer. You're interrupting my conversation. What the fuck are you? What is this guy? It's your dagger. You'll abandon the leader when he's out of combat. Okay. This is always refreshing to see new faces out here on the battlefield. Just a little concerned on what it is you do here. What is it that you do, friend? I don't want to find out what the daggers do. You just keep summoning daggers. Don't wiggle at me. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I don't... He's got like a debuff associated with him. I'm concerned of like there's some ramping potential. We're still good though. Sorry, this is a new encounter, so it's got my undivided attention right now. Minor misplay. I definitely should have blocked twice. This is gonna hurt, but the poison's good. Okay, give me burns. You both give me burns. I do hate it. I don't think anyone here... Wait a minute. You're just the guy. You're just the flame guy, but reskinned. I don't care now. I obviously care about killing you, but now I'm... Anyway, the conversation I was sort of bringing up there, what happened with one of my clients is, I had to give him a call. It's like, hey, I'm processing your request here. Looks like the card you have on file is out of date. Can we discuss on getting a form to, update that for you? It's like, what are you talking about? Cards are out of date. I put everything on there. Oh, not number. My dude. I'm calling you because I can see what you wrote here. I don't think anyone's credit card expires in 1923. Please. Just give me the form. It's like, I understand it's like an honest mistake. I can see what happened. Maybe you wrote like something else there. I don't know what it could be in all honesty, but it's like... I'm not pulling wool over your eyes here. Why are you bouncing back on me? Because I can't process. I can't I can't charge you. I can't don't heckle me on this. You can heckle me on a fee because like you're upset you want to pay a fee. That's fine. I get that. You're still wrong, but I get it. But like, dude, you didn't put your name on it. Essentially, he put his name on it basically. But like, you're wrong. And I'm trying to help, and I don't understand why we're having this conflict right now. And you know what? You gotta laugh at it. Like, those are the things I like show to my coworkers. I'm like, we just look at each other like, how does this happen? It's like, we see a lot of interesting things, and if you ever work in any sort of office, you definitely know you see a lot of just like, how'd this manage to happen sort of moments. But whether it be on your end or like your clients that you're trying to help. Ultimately, though, I'm not like upset or anything. It's like, obviously, there's like some sort of mishap. It's just the whole pushback in the first place. I'm just like, dude, not the time. But yeah. But a lot of my calls today, I had a good time with my clients, and I tend to do that. Like, even the other, financial institutions and/or groups I call, there's always usually like a smart or witty banter back and forth that I get to have with them. That's usually pretty fun. And by when I say that, I'm not freaking like going around saying yah yah yeet to anyone I talk to on the phones, because I do care about my job. But I do yah yah yeet some of my coworkers, and they just answer me like, yeah, thumbs up. It's like, okay, they accept me for who I am. I appreciate that. I want to play more cards to get a little bit more block is the thing. Wait, drink this. Put that back up. And Deadly Poison does a little bit more for us, so... It's a nasty bit of damage to be taken here. Yeah, what else happened today? Hawt and the freaking people melting in the rain. Las Vegas drivers don't know how to drive in the rain. I think we've covered, like, a lot of the bases for today. And we're approaching the end of the run as well, so there's that. I mean, I guess I could talk, like, obviously we launched, by we, I mean, but, anyone who watches it, again, always appreciate it. Started playing Wizard of Legend. Game's really hard. I do really like it, though. It's, an insane amount of fun. I don't want to say I recommend it yet because I'm still sort of feeling it out. It's not a bad game by any means. I'm not going to say don't buy it because it's bad. I might say, if anything, like as criticism goes, don't buy it because it's a little unfinished or maybe just like a little too difficult or what it's doing. I don't know. I'm still feeling out the waters there, right? Doesn't change the fact that it is a hell of a time. Me and Mary Jane are going to have a hell of a time. It's fun, though. Looking forward to learning more about that. And just trying to pace out my schedule, so it is going to be a little rough, and I don't want to say that as like it's not a complaint or anything. It's just like doing this on top of like limited time after work, and then obviously we're going to be doing Slay of Spires every day is the goal. That won't change. Also, who am I fighting? Time Lord. You're gonna need some more leg sweeps probably. What am I saying? There's a crunch on time. Does 1,000 cuts really do anything? Not really. Calculated Gamble does facilitate some goals. But we're choked anyway, so we're limited all around. time is going to be of the essence, so I do want to at least try and squeeze out at least 2 of those a day, and I might have to actually utilize the scheduling feature that YouTube allows, and also totally didn't just realize I could do that. Aha. But, yeah, I think that was worth it. But that's probably what's going to happen. Like, so I do want to, of course, release them Tuesdays, Thursdays, like I said. Whether or not it's going to be like a frequent, you know, on that day sort of thing, I'm not sure yet, because I do the frequent on that day stuff for Slay the Spire, mostly because, again, it's sort of like a little vlog thing I do here. And, you know, I want to sort of have relevant topics to talk about. For that game, it's mostly going to be me, like, just swearing, panicking, mashing spacebar, and all that jazz that is what you're going to hear. So I don't think it really warrants it. But, this is good. Warrants, like, you know, a daily sort of thing. It's like, hey, we gotta do it today sort of deal. We'll do it when we do it, pretty much. And I think that's fine, but we'll see. I can make time, but time is, like I said, at a premium for me a lot of the time. And also, if you don't, I hope you don't mind that either way I go about it is just a way to sort of get more content up there reviewing. And also, largely what I do like doing the recording stuff or streaming, it's in part just because it actually gets me to play the games in my library instead of just sitting there and, you know, following that meme like, you know, car salesman smacks roof. Man, this thing can fit so many unplayed games in it. You know the meme I'm talking about. You have to know what I'm talking about. You probably know what I'm talking about. But, because that is the case for me. Like, over the years I've collected a plethora of games. It's like, hey, why do you have all these games? It's like, well, it was on sale. It's like, you gonna play it? I'm like, yeah, I'll probably play it. That seems like a good idea. Yeah. So when are you gonna play it? It's like, well, good question. Next question, please. We're definitely getting around to it, and that is in part because I do the streams and recording now. Slay the Spire, though, when I saw like the initial like stuff going on for it, I sort of knew I was gonna be like, yeah, this is my thing right now, and it will be my thing as long as I probably exist, because this game's just good to play. And if I can get to the point where I can sort of, I'm not saying do ascension runs while like not focusing on it, but just doing these regular runs while we ramble on about things that are very important, like hot dogs, that's a good place to be, in my opinion, as far as like a vloggy sort of thing goes. I think this is fine. Whatever. Okay. You. 1, 2. Good. Well, he plans is nice to play, but yeah, you know the deal. I mean, what other happenings are going on in the world right now? I don't know. I mean, it's just, you know, the truth. I don't know, dude. You think someone like me who is pretty much like a actual... What am I gonna say? I was gonna say actual pervert came to mind, but that wasn't what I was trying to go for. An actual, like, just true introvert, although forced extrovert, but like, I mean, if you ever met me, you'd be like, wow, this guy's really social. It's like, yeah, definitely tricking you pretty well right now, aren't I? Let's start splitting the damage here. Because this guy's gonna die if I just get a bit of damage here. I'm forced intro or extroversion at work here. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone, and I feel like my boss has actually said a similar thing just in general. So like, yeah, not really an extrovert per se. I'm pretty introverted, but it's like, you know, sort of comes with the bill of what you do at work. So we are what we are. Am I taking damage here? I am. Okay, so that was a misplay. I should have just killed that guy so I didn't take 11 damage. The goal was to sort of sustain off of this fight. Also, order definitely helps. 2 burns? No! You wouldn't. You would. Remember I said I was trying to get to a point where I can just sort of nonchalantly play this and not have to worry about my plays? We are obviously a ways out from that sort of reality, but we are getting there day by day. Yeah. But outside of this, I'm just living, man. Living and enjoying life. And we're approaching the end of this run, so I have sort of ran out of things to say. The day I can just go from like point A to point B, not talk about the game at all, and just actually get anyone riled up over very important topics like what's your favorite condiment and what actually constitutes a sandwich. By the way, Pop-Tart's not a sandwich. Don't at me. Because it's not. That's some high chaos shit right there. Oh yeah! Hey, Ooh, look at me, I'm animated. Yeah, well... Piss off, laddie. Give me some poison. Would have been nice. But yeah, the day I can go start to finish, not really discuss the game in too much of anything, and just play it, be a happy lad. A very happy lad. But it's hard. It's hard to actually have this like constant stream of consciousness to just talk about anything to no ends of the earth, and then hey, okay, we're thinking. I need to block. Yeah. No, I did not need to block. That was foolish because he was gonna get weak into there. Okay, I did if I didn't want to lose an HP. That's smart. I'm not a fool. I am smart. 27. Well, I have no choice now because I didn't play my cards properly. Taking 13. It sucks. What do you do here? The poison actually gets us further than we need to worry about, and this is his last turn alive on this planet, so he's dead. He still hit me, and it upsets me. But I've come to sort of, you know, come to terms with the transient. He's not all that bad. You just need to have a decent deck to really deal with him. What was the reason for changing this, by the way? I'm genuinely curious, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just wondering. Because does this add or change anything? I don't think so. It's just a reskin, and I'm all for it. Like this looks infinitely better. Oh, okay, so he floats. Do I have AoE? I have one AoE card, and I need to draw it. Because lots of hurts coming my way here. This is very bad. They do, like I said, they do pop away, it looks like, after a certain amount of time. So that part is still the same, thankfully. And I just don't want to deal with that. No. So, off you pop. Oh my god. It's not the actual chat that's mentioning me, it's our game chat. When we acquiescing, the mana is fat. So I do a little gimmick with my friends sometimes where it's basically, I call it Talk Like Gundam. If you're familiar with Danganronpa, you know who that is. By the way, good game. Ah, shit, we're taking damage again. We're basically talking gibberish, and gibberish in the sense of like riddle-like gibberish, where you can understand what I'm saying, probably. You just gotta piece together some of the words. And right now, I'm getting someone messaging me in like our little outside games chat. It's like, hey, when we acquiescing when the man with no face's hand is at its lowest, it's like, okay, first off, sorry, I don't want to die. That's what's first off. Get some poison in on this guy if you don't mind. Cities. So figure out that riddle. So this was me. I'll give you the hint of what it is. My friend asked me, he's like, hey, what time are we playing games tonight, if we are at all? And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I'll hit him up with some games, sure. And I told him, we'll play some games when the man with no face's hand, or man with no face's fat hand is at its lowest. And obviously it's like, I practically gave away the hint here, so maybe that's why they actually were able to understand me that time. But if you figure out what that's saying, that's pretty much the whole gist of like the gimmick I do there. It's like, figure out what the hell Tim is saying, and then we can, you know, meet up to do something. And obviously, like, let me know if you figure that one out. It's kind of obvious, but it's just sort of a bit I did. It's not something I've done to a high degree as of late, but whenever I'm feeling the inkling to just actually be a complete idiot, I do it. And to some of my friends, it actually probably frustrates the ever-living Christ out of them, because it's just like, please, we know you think this is funny. We don't care. What are you saying? It's like, ah, excellent. It's working. Hey, it's fun. Like, you can't go. Oh shit! I need to choke. There's gonna be a dagger in my deck for later. That's okay. Can't go through life just being all serious. I mean, I do that for roughly 8 hours a day, roughly, because again, how serious am I at work? Pretty serious, but it's just the facade I put forward. I am a big meme lord at the end of the day. Okay, reshuffle. I'm looking for some blocks, my friend. Do you sell any of those? You do. Thank you for selling at least one. You gotta get that poison stack in mad quick right now. 1, 2, 3. That's a choke, and that's a strength up, which is something else I need, because it's not all poison here. We got some physical damage that we can up. Yeah. Yeah. And then the riddle example I gave you there was actually pretty light, because it got way more... Intense is a word, but, you know, if you ask my friends, it's like more annoying, probably. Again, have some fun with it. But, yeah. Let's talk about it. And again, okay, so I guess I should mention Gundam Tanaka. He's a character from wonderful and, you know, in my humble and honest opinion, best, like, murder mystery-esque games out there. And yeah, it's a hot take, right? I think it's better than Ace Attorney. I think it's better than, is there anything else out there that comes to mind? Okay, obviously my big hot take there is better than Ace Attorney, and for some people like that, you know, that puts me on the cross. Truly, because you get involved with a lot of characters, a lot of weird, wacky characters, like Gundam, for example, that you genuinely care about, and you don't know who's going to live or die in this game, and when someone actually does, it's like, obviously the first two guys you probably don't care about because you only know them for the first few chapters, whoever they may be, right? I ain't spoiling for you, by the way, because you should definitely play this game for yourself. Gonna hang on to both of these for a later date. It's good. Like, you genuinely don't know who the killer is sometimes, and that's the big mystery for you, is like, who actually done it. I'll give you here the spoilers. People die, so there's that. And it's a good murder mystery game. It's very anime, so if you like anime in any sort of regard, it's definitely your thing. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of anime. I don't hate it, but it is definitely a nice experience. But I do recommend if that's anything along the lines of your interests. Danganronpa. There's 3 games out. I've seen the first 2. I definitely intend on playing the third one for myself at some point in my life. When that will be, you know, eventually. When I just outright buy it. Because I can, but... It'd be a game if I bought it. It'd be another game I stream, and like, the list is just going on and on forever. And like, Monster Hunter World's coming out next month. I thought it was going to come out much later than what it actually is, so that's on the agenda now. And it's like, oh, geez. Pick and choose, you chicks and dudes. There's lots of good games coming up on the table. Also, I think we got this, but I'm itching because he's getting us close down there. Okay, good. Wonderful turn for this, so we can actually just go all out. By all out, I mean 1. It's a shitty turn to have it happen, but hey, we're not taking like really any damage, so it's welcome. I am alive. I am alive. 25. Not bad. I can handle that. Dagger spray. Toss this. Dagger spray. And this is 4 cards as well. Alright, he's dead. And thanks for watching. It was a good run. We had a lot of conversation here. Again, it was just for fun. I like doing these just to, you know, one, prove I can actually sort of just mindlessly play it. Not saying the game's easy, because this game is always going to be a challenge for me, and that's why I always keep coming back to it. But regular runs just to have a discussion. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully speaking proper English, but also hopefully doing something challenging. Maybe an Ascension, maybe a daily score chase, maybe a random seed for more fun. Who knows? The world is our oyster. Go get yourself a snack. I'm going to get ready for tonight's stream, and I'll see you on the next one.